Our good friend Alex Padilla is here. Alex is VP of Marketing at Brelow Health. Okay, let me give you some background before we bring him in. Brelow Health has gone from like $0 to $1 gazillion in like 18 months.
Yep.
And what Alex has told me is that basically you have to throw out all of the playbooks that typically work. You have to recreate all of the infrastructure inside. We all know that telehealth and GLP-1s are going to the moon, and Brello is a great example of that. Now, here's the crazy thing. We're talking about a tiny team. This is like less than 15 people inside of this brand that is going to the moon. We need to welcome our good friend Alex Padilla, VP of e-commerce, inside the show. Get in here, Alex. Get in here. There he is.
How you guys doing?
Booked.
Man, we're doing even better now that you are here, Alex. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you making the time to join us today.
That intro was amazing. That was the best one I ever gotten.
You know, we try to do our best. We try to do our best, my friend. But Alex, man, if you will, brother, I've been hearing rumblings about Brello. And of course, we've had our conversations as well, but I've been hearing rumblings about them. Man, I would appreciate it if you would just back up a little bit. Give us some backstory on yourself, how you got here, VP of Ecom inside of this hot, growing, rocketing brand. Give us some background on yourself and Brello as well, and what is going on there, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my background, I started an agency. I was a partner at an agency, pretty big agency, DDC agency. So when they brought me at Brello, they were like, "Hey, man," because he was a previous client that started Brelow Health, and he was like, "Hey, we love what you're doing at the agency. So, like, would you be interested coming full time?"
Oh, they took you. They stole you, Alex. Brought you over.
Yeah. So I was like, it took a while, like I'm not sure, agency is pretty good right now. Everything going well there, good clients. But yeah, we sunset the agency, and then went over to Brello. They started in November 2024. I came right after, and it was a very small team. It started 3-4 people. The ecosystem was just a WordPress site, a landing page, and your checkout connected to Stripe provider, but that's it. Nothing else. No retention ecosystem. Ads 4 or 5 running. So they needed scaling up. So yeah, they were doing pretty good when I came in, but then right after that, what I implemented was a playbook. So we tried your cookie cutter strategies, your growth systems, your landing pages, your ads, your PMaxes, your YouTube, everything, right? But because of compliance, because of everything that we have to make sure that we are adhering to, it's complicated. So just cookie cutter strategies, like they really don't work at all, specifically for telehealth. And then something that is very important as well, and I would say that is applied to every single industry, it's retention. I don't know if you guys, from what you have heard, like you're talking e-commerce every single day.
We are.
But I don't think there is enough people talking about retention, or just customer retention, and just customer care. So when, let's say, AT&T, right? You've been with AT&T for 20 years. They have never said, "Hi, how are you doing? Is your service okay?" Nothing, right? You never heard about them. So
You
I
got
think
to
there is an
say hi to
opportunity.
them. You got to say
Yeah.
hi to them. You got
Yeah.
to check in on them.
Yeah. So right now, GLP-1 is pretty competitive. We also have new products that we're adding. We have NAD Plus. We have Sermorelin as well. We have protocols, which no one has, right?
Wow.
We have protocols. So we have GLP-1 plus NAD. And then we have new products launching with GLP-1, NAD, Sermorelin. We have new products coming. So besides, because GLP-1, once like you're done with it, once you reach your goals,
Then what?
what's next? What's next? Right?
So
So
it sounds like, Alex, it sounds like you guys have been building unique products on the back of people just entering into the GLP-1 gate, and then you've been maintaining that relationship. I mean,
yeah,
where has the business gone since you came on in November 2024 or so? Where have things gone business wise?
yeah. So we're up to 9 figures.
Woo!
All
Big number.
all all
Big number.
we grew pretty much like the website broke 17,000 times from the volume. So essentially, there is some things that as a marketer, like you're not like there's things that I learned that you weren't aware of. So like, because you can't or we are not using Shopify, we're not using Klaviyo. We had to use we're using Attentive at the moment when we're using WooCommerce, but we're using SiteGround, for example. So like the things you learn, the technical things, I think help you learn how can you make it because even the website it has to be a great experience for your customer, right?
Oh
So
yeah. Well, I'll just tell you this, Alex. I'm like looking at your website now. I would never believe that this is a WooCom website. And I
Yeah.
not to throw shade on WooCom. I'm just used to living in the Shopify
yep,
ecosystem, and to
Yeah.
where things just come beautiful out of the box,
Yeah.
and they work out of the box, which not always the case on other platforms. This is a beautiful website, man. And I'm
yeah,
Yeah.
sure,
thanks,
like that many sales and such. I mean, I'm sure this thing got broken 17,000 ways
yeah,
every single time. I mean, Colin, I know is interested in the whole telehealth space. I mean, I think he's more bullish on peptides than anyone. I
yeah,
mean, am I right, Colin?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you're riding a wave that is basically one of the most massive waves in the last 5 years of e-commerce. It's super interesting how you guys are expanding. Could you talk to us a little bit about the strategy, the tactical, practical side of this? Because it's a really interesting thing where you have to deal with this extra massive layer of compliance,
Huge.
which most brands, I would say 95% of brands never have to deal with.
No.
So, how are you bobbing and weaving and going from, hey, the website's broken 17 times to we're at 9 figures now, which most brands cannot say?
yeah. So like for us, I think like the most important part in just talking about it's like I'm super bullish about like, and I know a lot of people in our company too. Is about customer care. Start from the website. So we have to have a great experience on the website. So like our website, if you go through it right now, it's like a DTC website. So it's direct response and it's
Yeah.
mobile optimized. So like even the slider on the landing pages, like that's where you are on the first scroll. Your features, your price, and your CTA. And then you want to scroll down, then you can continue to add more information about us. But we optimize mobile first always, and we tested multiple placings, multiple images of the vial. Like we tried a bunch of things, and like I was saying that even we had to increase the server capacity a bunch of times. Like we were even at capacity with SiteGround,
That's
PHP
crazy.
memory. Some things that a marketer you're like, yeah, because usual Shopify, like you say, you're not thinking about that. You're
No.
not thinking that a Shopify website will break. Um, but yeah, when it comes to scaling up in compliance, like we are not risk averse. We work hand in hand with compliance, so we do find ways that we can say what we want to say
Yep.
in a non risky manner. And I think for marketers and even for my team, just getting the understanding of like don't make claims. How can you get around
It's
on
tough.
saying the things that you want to say. So like for a normal DTC brand, you want to build a landing page, you can ship it in a week. Now with AI, if you guys been using Claude design, it's freaking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Download HTML, put it in GitHub, boom, you can do whatever you want. So like we now with the tools that you have, we can ship faster, we can publish faster, but there is a layer of, you say, even compliance, even advertising wise. So everything that we do, all our team has to take trainings. All our team has to has to have an understanding. Our copywriters,
Cumbersome.
our ad designers. So we have
Cumbersome.
SO. Yeah, you need SOPs for everything. So that's something else that, again, it's important. It's just have SOPs, and then we haven't even talked about the how to scale. Like right now, like what we're dealing with is creative volume. Like
Yeah,
Meta
what's working?
is
What's working, Alex?
what right now for us. Okay, I'll give you the playbook, but
Come on,
it's
bro. We need it.
founder videos are crushing for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Podcast videos crushing for us, and then
Yeah.
Podcast
static.
videos.
Yep. So static ads with like awesome backgrounds like you guys have, and static ads, price centric, just straight to the point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a tool. Again, I'm not affiliated to them whatsoever, but I love using them. It's called LumaLabs.
okay.
Pretty cool. So you just essentially just upload your lifestyle images, compliance document, branding. You tell what you want, and then it produces what you
Interesting.
need. And
Interesting.
Wow.
yeah, what we have found that is super accurate, and it has like very good execution is ChatGPT 2.0 images is the best. So in terms of static, we don't have a problem. But when it comes to UGC, it's difficult. Um,
Tricky.
it's difficult because like the usual UGC, or like, hey, Brello is the best, blah, but no. So there's something that we have on, we create internally. It's called True GC. Is
True
true.
GC.
We got to hear about
So
this. What is
Yeah, give
yeah.
this?
us talk to us about True GC, Alex.
So our partnership and creator manager that we have. What I thought there is like, and I'm sure many people do this, but you just go to TikTok, search GLP-1, and just find people who are on GLP-1s, were on GLP-1s, and because they understand, right? They understand what you go through, because something that is important, and it's also for any industry. I'm sure a lot of people do it, but just understanding the customer is number one, especially for
Oh, yeah.
UGC, because you cannot put just some random person talking about NAD or sermorelin or
Yeah.
Yeah.
GLP-1. It's just not exactly the same thing. So yeah, like for someone because for someone on GLP, going to your wherever you want to go, Abercrombie and Fitch, and you're gonna go and get a pair of jeans, and you're like, I'm even shy to try jeans on, but after you were at 38 probably, but now
Yeah.
if you're in a 36, that's a huge win
That's a
for
good
some
point.
people. For some people, I've even seen. Yeah, go ahead. You want to
Oh
ask
no,
something, please?
it sounds like True GC. What you're doing is you're just filtering for people that are already experiencing your product or have deeply felt
I
the
love that.
benefits thereof.
Yeah. I love
And
Yeah,
that.
so it's not just like, yeah, we're looking for like this kind of persona. Find me a mom who's about 36 and she's winsome on camera. No, you're looking for people who have deeply felt the benefits of being on GLP-1s, what it feels like to have a smaller waist size, et cetera. That's more what you're looking for. Am I right?
yeah, and even people who, because there are the people who are on the fence, right? They're like, oh, I don't know anything about GLP-1, or I never heard about GLP-1, but like someone talking about, what it is, what their experience was, or just maybe someone super, super top of funnel, that can talk to someone about what they're going through. Because we also scrape Reddit. Same, we use Claude. Claude is super powerful.
Yeah.
We have artifacts scraping Reddit all the time for what you call it, for just for threads. And there was one very interesting one that says like, I don't have knee issues anymore. Like my knees don't hurt anymore. I'm like, that's a good hook.
That's a good
Um,
hook.
yeah. Or yeah, just there's so many. There is so many ideas. And then yeah, just again the volume. the volume, like we essentially need to produce around 2 to 3 thousand ads per month, and that's just being
Whoa.
very, very
Whoa, brother. That's a lot of ads, brother. That's a lot
yeah,
of volume, man.
That's a crazy amount of volume.
yeah,
Two to
that's it.
3,000.
Yeah, that's how much you need.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, Alex, do you find in a batch like that? Let's just take last month. Do you find like some evergreen winners from there
Yeah, there
that
is
I would
will
evergreens.
hope.
There is evergreens. There is evergreens.
last?
Yeah, there is a lot, bunch of evergreens, but we have been dealing with a lot of frequency. Like there is some tools that we are exploring that we can exclude existing customers, but our frequency goes high pretty quickly. So we have to do the turnaround of creative pretty fast, and with everything with Andromeda, etc. So we have to really be creating unique angles.
Yeah.
So that's the challenge.
Well, I don't know how
That
you
we
do
need to
that
explore.
3,000 times, Alex. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that's a do you I mean,
we have a good team.
do you have multiple like creative agencies involved, or like how do you
We,
practically work that out?
It's just Alex. It's just Alex and
It's
Claude
just Alex just
just me and Claude and ChatGPT, and
cooking.
yeah. No, we do have an external agency that's helping us with creative and partnership. So again, Meta, and we're only talking about Meta. Like we haven't even talked about PMax. Like yesterday, I talked to I don't want to digress, but yesterday I talked to the team at San Francisco. Like because we have someone at Google that's helping us, and demand gen. We haven't even touched demand gen, but for Meta, rewarding right now partnerships. So
Yeah.
we have someone and we're actually trying to look for a tool, try to build a tool that will do the outreach, like Reacher. If you guys heard back in the day, TikTok shop, Reacher, a bunch of outreach at the same time. But partnership right now on Meta is what you have to look. If you know Rice Coffee, look at the ads
Yeah.
library. They're running 6,000 ads. So
that's a
those
lot
guys
of
are the
ads.
goats. And
It
partnerships, bunch of partnerships.
it reminds me of our conversation with Jordan West where he basically said your entire meta ads library should just be partnerships. 100% all should be
That's what he
partnership.
said. It is.
And we were like, how can you do that? And he was like, well, you have a founder, don't you? And you're like, yeah. And he's like, well, any extra spillover you put onto the founder account, and 100% of your meta ad library should be partnership ads. And we were floored. And
Yeah.
now you're saying, hey, partnerships is the move. And I couldn't agree more. I mean,
Well,
I,
one,
yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
oh, sorry, go ahead, man.
Oh no, I was gonna
One,
say, yeah. Oh yeah,
Go
you
Colin.
go ahead.
Go Colin. Go Colin.
I was gonna say, what percentage of this 3,000, ad creative is actually gonna be successful? Like, what is a good win rate for you?
our win rate, we have to get better at win rate. I'll tell you that. Like we have to produce a lot. So like
Yeah,
we're looking right now, it's like quality, but it needs to be unique. But the thing is that we have to move quickly, and because customer acquisition, it's important for us. So
yeah,
obviously, because you cannot sustain a business only on renewal,
yeah.
on retention. It's a very scary. That's what keeps me up at night. Just like how are we gonna acquire new customers?
Well, brother,
Uh,
I don't know how you sleep at all because you need to produce 100 new ads per day.
Oh,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild, bro.
It's mostly yeah. So again, like the LumaLab thing, we are creating our own tool to create
yeah,
statics. We have two copywriters
Wow. Wow,
because
wow,
we cannot
wow.
just produce whatever the hell we want. Like, it has to be compliant. And actually, our cats is actually pretty
Oh
good.
yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. Of course.
what we do is that you get connected to Claude. So we plug in the scripts, and then that produces that you choose your avatars, produces the scripts, and then before now what we do is before we even like go and hire anybody or look for a partnership, we test AI first.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, it's good. CTR is good. Add to cart rates is good. So when we test, like we are not looking for purchase, we're just looking for good baseline metrics. And then boom, then you can go, okay, I need 10 partnerships with this specific hook, and then go from there.
Alex, man, you've got so much to say here on the acquisition side. I feel like we didn't even scratch the surface on the retention side. Man, we're gonna have to bring you back and get a little more sauce on the retention side, brother. Yeah. I mean, this is truly an impressive production. I mean, you don't go to 9 figures in what we're talking like 18 months. You don't go to 9 figures in less than 18 months without like some extreme infrastructure for production inside of your team, which is exactly what you're describing. And hey, I will say before you go, Alex, partnership tool, finding the right people, automated influencer outreach. I mean, Incense is sponsor of the show, so we can hook you up, big bro.
Let's do it, man.
There we go.
We appreciate you coming on, brother. We're gonna have to have you back. And
yes,
bro, keep scaling it to the moon. Get a few hours of sleep though, too. You're gonna have that, Alex. We got to keep you alive in the land of the living. Thank you for joining us, brother. Look forward to having you so back, man.
Thank you. Bye.